Have a nice round of applause for Kristin, everybody.
All right, thank you everybody. Appreciate you sticking around. I think I'm closing it out, so I'll make it short and sweet. As mentioned, I've been advocate for 10 years, and CASA does a great job. I was trained on how to write court reports, learned about the court protocols, also learned about the abuse and neglect and how that affects the kids that we work with. And one of the things I didn't realize doing this work is how transformative it is as a CASA advocate. And kind of the work that I've been able to do is advocate for multiple children, and really I came from a home that I didn't experience any abuse or neglect as a child, so I really wasn't exposed to that myself. So what I think the CASA work has really been transformative for me is having exposure to that, learning to have an open mind about things, really learn how to be compassionate for people that I wasn't exposed to growing up, and learn how to deal with that and advocate for the kids that we come in contact with. And I'll just give a short story about the first case that I got was for a 14-year-old girl. And as I said, CASA does a great job training. What they don't fully train you for is how to deal with a teenage girl, which those of you that are parents, that's a whole different experience. I don't have children myself, so it was kind of a learning experience, how to deal with like a 14-year-old girl's extreme angst. And again, because of the training that I got, I knew the things that she had experienced was a lot of her response to me. But she was dropped off in a state that she didn't know, in a group home with people she didn't know, eventually into a school she didn't know anyone at. And as time went on, I slowly gained her trust, and we would do things like play basketball at the group home together. And I would go with her to her IEP meetings at school and help advocate for her in court. She was a great advocate for herself, but I really helped, try to represent what she would and what she needed for in court. And I was with her for 4 years, and I got to see her graduate, which totally was really amazing for me to get to see, because I think one of the things is you don't always know what's going to happen throughout your case. We don't always get perfect endings, but I kept in contact with her, and years later I heard from her, and she was actually a manager at a group home advocating for kids like herself. And I think that is a perfect example of my why, is that I didn't know when she graduated that's what she was going to do, and I didn't know the impact that I was going to have, being that one consistent person. She changed foster homes multiple times, she changed group homes, she went home, she came back, she changed schools multiple times, but I was able to remain consistent throughout the 4 years for her. And having contact with her years later, she said that really made all the difference in her life. And I heard recently about a study that was released by Harvard University, and they said one of the main factors in seeing children be successful in life is having one committed adult relationship in their life. And I think as a CASA, that's the main thing we do is, we're not superheroes. I didn't have any special training other than what CASA gave me before becoming a CASA. And I think just the impact that you can have on a child's life by being that one consistent person is really amazing and transformational. So if today you're here and I know there's many advocates, so thanks for being here. If you're not an advocate now and it's been something you've been considering, I would encourage you to attend one of the listening sessions that CASA has monthly, where you can learn more about the training, learn more about what it is to be a CASA. I encourage you to take that first step. If you're ready to do it, I encourage you to apply for the training today and become a CASA. And if that's not something that works for your schedule or for where you're at in life, you can always give monetarily. I know it's really important to make sure that we have the funds to train more CASAs and reach more kids. So thank you all for being here, and thanks for listening.